Pride to all of our wonderful families and friends.
Pride Month is so annoying. In what world do toddlers need to be talking about this? Why do parents have to grapple with whether or not to show their children something about letters, numbers, and songs because the host can't keep politics out of their mouth?
Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you clicking on the video to watch it, and since you are here, I would love it if you would help me to grow this channel and hit that subscribe button as well. And to those of you that are returning, welcome back. I truly do appreciate your continued support on my channel. Commenting, liking the videos, showing up and supporting me, it really does mean a lot, and I would love it if you would just make sure that you are subscribed. So this is Miss Rachel, and you guys may have seen my first video about Miss Rachel from just a couple of days ago. But in case you don't know who she is a very popular YouTube content creator whose target audience is very young children, between the ages of about infancy to like 3 years old. So she creates videos for that age group, including songs, and they're learning about letters and numbers and just using lots of bright colors. So you can kind of visualize what this content is about. Her channel does have about 10 million subscribers, and some of her videos have tens of millions of views, some have hundreds of millions of views. So I will link my first video about her in the description box. The focus of that video was about Miss Rachel celebrating Pride Month and promoting the celebration of people's sexuality to toddlers and babies, and why a content creator whose audience is so young would even think about talking about Pride Month to little kids. There are a few things that I did not include in that video that I think are important to be aware of, so I thought I would just add onto it. Oh, Miss Rachel's content has been around for a few years at this point. It was only this year that parents got upset about her message about Pride Month. In case you missed it, we will just backtrack a little bit. This is the video that she posted this year.
Happy Pride to all of our wonderful families and friends. This month and every month I celebrate you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're exactly who you are. To those who are going to comment they can't watch the show anymore because of the support, no worries and much love your way. God bless. I am not chasing fame or views. I'm standing strong in love.
Now, what's interesting is she did offer a similar message last year, but for some reason, it wasn't until this year that parents were really kind of fed up and put their foot down, because Miss Rachel doesn't just celebrate LGBTQIA sexualities in June. It is a foundational part of her belief system and the content that she creates for these little kids. Everyone on her website has their pronouns listed, and this includes a non-binary musician named Jules, who joins in some of her episodes and sings songs with her.
Roly poly, up, 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 up. Roly poly, roly poly, down, down, down. Down, down, down.
So you get the idea. We don't need to watch a whole lot to understand what's going on there, but I don't know about you guys, but as someone who has been involved in music in some capacity pretty much since I was born, I'm just going to tell you, I don't think that this person is particularly talented in this area at all. I don't think Jules can sing, and honestly, I do think that Jules' presence on the show is a little bit creepy. On my last video, one of you actually did comment that Jules was just added to the cast of this show to meet some kind of DEI standard, and that's something that I probably can agree with because it was definitely not based on their musical ability. So the first piece of information that I wanted to mention that I didn't get to in my last one is that Jules apparently promoted a Pride event in Chicago, specifically inviting parents to bring their littles to the venue and hear Jules play.
Hey Chicago, it's Jules here, and I'm going to be playing on June 2nd at Millennium Park for Pride Jam. I really can't wait to hang out with you and your littles, so please RSVP and get your free tickets right now. Okay, see you soon, Chicago. Bye!
So the event that Jules just invited all of their parents and their littles to, you heard Jules say, you know, I'm excited to see you and your littles. The event is called Queer Fam Pride Jam, and this is the event that Jules is singing at, and the crowd is full of little kids.
to the sky. Take the flower now, taste the dew, have a snack.
There's a note posted just to the side of this video. It says, Jules, who identifies as a white non-binary transmasc human, claims that as a 2-year-old, she realized something is not right with her body. At 12, a teacher exposed her to gender ideology. So she's at the front singing about birds and animals, and it's a very child-friendly song. And this is probably what parents thought they were going to get by bringing their littles to this event that Jules, someone they trusted to create kid-friendly content, invited them specifically to. At the top of this post, it says, a day after Miss Rachel told her audience she didn't care if they opposed her Pride post, her sidekick, a they-them named Jules, performed at the Queer Fam Pride Jam. The event was advertised as family-friendly, but it was not. Following Jules' performance of songs about crabs, caterpillars, and butterflies, the children were subjected to a grown man in a skin-tight leopard print onesie with heels, shaking his body around while collecting a dollar bill from a small child. And the reason I have this on mute is because they are playing music that YouTube will probably ding me for copyright issues, so I can't play it while the music is playing, but you can see what is happening there. But the festivities did not end there, as the children were then trained in the gay Vogue dance style by a grown man learning to strut and shimmy. Voguing is linked to effeminate men and gay ballroom, where older LGBTQ identifying individuals act as mothers and fathers to often misguided younger members. You can see them learning to shimmy there. All the little kids, I mean, this place is packed with little kids. Because this definitely is not grooming children to accept this as normal, to package up depraved ideas about sexuality in a child-friendly bow, and send them down a path filled with sexual fetishes, sexualized content, and sexual interactions with adults. Jules is also known for promoting and donating to the Trevor Project, and this is an organization that heavily promotes gender ideology as this accepting organization for kids that are troubled by their gender, troubled in this way, troubled by gender dysphoria, and pulls them in, and is known for having these secret chat rooms where minors can talk to grown adults about sexual fetishes and some of the most deviant sexual behavior. And just to top it off, I know that Miss Rachel claimed that she is not chasing fame or wealth, but she did invite Dylan Mulvaney to guest star in one of her videos. So those are just a few things that I didn't get to include in my last video that I thought were really important, because it's a really interesting, almost bait and switch to have somebody on your staff, on your cast, on these videos meant for babies and toddlers that you put out there saying, come to this show where I'm going to sing to you, your trusted friend that sings about birds and bunnies and sings appropriate content for toddlers. Come and watch me live, because I'm sure that Jules has a lot of fans and Miss Rachel has a lot of fans, and people are going to bring their kids because they're going to be excited to meet somebody in person that they see on these videos all the time. To get up there and provide that child-friendly content, and then to suddenly be met with a grown man dressed as a woman doing these sexualized dances in front of children, and then teaching them to behave in a way that is known for being associated with deviant behavior, with these far darker corners of the internet. But one more thing that I wanted to touch on here, and this was brought in on the live that I did with Joe Mobley last Thursday. And for those of you who don't know, we do a live stream on YouTube every Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But we were talking about this subject, and he touched on some things that I hadn't even thought of that I thought were really important. So let's have a listen to that, because I think you guys will find it interesting as well.
I am positing a theory here, but I just did you guys saw me clicking around. I wasn't doing it in secret. You saw me checking her stats and her vidIQ search terms. Something is I wanted to make it on YouTube. I wanted to support YouTube. I think you guys know that. I invested. I took YouTube courses. I'm a part of 2 different paid communities to make better content specifically for YouTube. Sean Cannell, Think Media, is one of those creators that I pay to be in this community, and Pat Flynn as well, Smart Passive Income. So I nerd out about this stuff a little bit, and based on that, something is going on with her channel beyond either YouTube boosts it like crazy, or she has some kind of benefactor, because when you sent this to me earlier, I watched your video, but I didn't click on her channel because you had screenshots of her channel in your video. But she has 10 million subs and 111 videos, which is actually, she's broken a record here, because I'm looking at the YouTube stats, because I know to get 1 million subscribers, you need about 740 pieces of content. That's like the average. And I'm looking here as of a couple of years ago. So she set some records. As of a couple of years ago, the range of everyone that had 1 million subscribers on YouTube had between 1,688 videos, and the lowest person to attain it had 123 videos. And I don't know how old her channel is, but with 100, that's 1 million subscribers. But the 111 videos, she has 10 million subscribers. This is...
Sounds like you smell a rat.
Yeah, she is being put... Honestly, probably the agency. Probably the agency is making her reach a thing. Yeah, absolutely not. Don't let this trash in front of your kids, guys.
I thought that was really interesting. You know, she's somebody that only has just over 100 videos on her channel. They're all about 90 minutes long. I've watched through some of it, not very much of it, because it's mind-numbing to me. I can see why little kids find it entertaining, but they're really nothing spectacular. It's not like, you know, she's got all the bells and the whistles and there's really anything particularly special about her videos, and the fact that they are 90 minutes long, which is astounding to me. But some of these videos, like I said, have hundreds of millions of views. So you just kind of have to wonder why this particular channel is being boosted so much. I mean, I understand that it's content that you can just sit your baby in front of, and babies aren't going to be flipping through videos, so it's easier to put something in front of them and just let it play. So there's probably a lot of that going on. A lot of people are probably recommending her content to other people because their babies have liked it and whatnot. So I understand that there is some organic growth there. But overall, it is very suspicious to have only about 100 videos and to have 10 million subscribers, because that goes against what the norm is on YouTube. And it just makes me wonder if her particular content is being boosted and pushed and promoted in certain ways because of the things that she is willing to promote, because of certain ideologies and certain things that she does say, and certain norms that particular people in particular political parties are trying to normalize, and she is somebody that is willing to do that. Do you think that that's at least part of the explanation as to why Miss Rachel is being put front and center in front of millions of toddlers and babies, so that she can teach them that these things are normal, that this choosing your gender is what's normal, and labels like boy, girl, man, woman, mother, father, etc. are the things that are actually the social construct that needs to be eradicated from society? I would love to hear all of your thoughts on this in the comments below. I just have to say that Miss Rachel actually freaks me out. I had never even heard of her before this whole controversy came out, but the more that I look into her, the more that it just seems like is the person with like this soft, gentle demeanor that draws little kids in, only to have that bait and switch of this truly evil ideology put in front of so many innocent young minds that are in these crucial stages of development that don't have the ability to question whether or not what she's saying is true, and tons of parents who don't think that what she's saying or what she's teaching or the things that she's just sliding in there are really going to matter to this young age group. I don't think that anything could be further from the truth. I do think that this is intentional, and parents just need to be aware of what's going on. You're welcome to completely disagree with me, and that's totally fine, but at least you know. Please be sure to hit that like button. It really is helpful to me. I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel and help me to grow this channel. Some of us are not being promoted and boosted like Miss Rachel is, so, you know, we need all the help we can get. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.